Good day everyone! For today's video, we are going to introduce and discuss the basic parts and function of the vehicles. So good day everyone! So for today's video, I will going to discuss about the basic parts and function of the car. So the first one is the radiator. Radiator, it is help cools down the engine when it gets too hot. It is a part of the cooling system for the engine, which also has a liquid coolant, hoses to move the coolant around, and a fan, and also the thermostat that checks the temperature of the coolant. One of the most important parts of this system is the radiator. It is worked to get rid of heat by circulating liquid coolant around your engine. The second one is the battery. Battery stores chemical energy so that it can be turned into electricity to power the electrical parts of your car. When talking about a car battery, you may also hear the terms battery. Terminal, a way to link the battery to the electrical system of the car. And it is a design in which a fiberglass mat soaks up sulfuric acid, making the battery less likely to leak and better able to hold a charge. And the next one is the engine. So, engine is the core of your car. It is a complicated machine that uses the heat from burning gas to turn the wheels on the road. This goal is reached by a series of reactions that are set in motion by a spark. The spark ignites a mixture of gasoline vapor and compressed air inside the cylinder that has been sealed for a moment and make it burn quickly. The machine is called an external combustion engine because it works this way. And now for the four parts. This is the gear shift. As you can see, the gear shift. So this gear shift is the automatic. With the gear shift, you can move a car forward, backward, or keep it in neutral. The gear shift on cars with a manual transmission is called stick shift. Most of the time, the term gear stick refers to the shift lever on a car with a manual transmission. A similar label on a car with an automatic transmission is called a gear selector. Most of the time, a gear stick is used to change gears while the left foot is pressed down on the clutch pedal to disconnect the engine from the drivetrain and wheels. And now for the five parts. As you can see here, the rear view mirror. So rear view mirror, this mirror is located inside the car, typically mounted on the top center of the windshield. It allows the driver to see the area directly behind the vehicles, helping in monitoring traffic condition and other vehicles. And now for the six parts and function of the car is the handbrake. Handbrake is the primary use of the handbrake in a car is to stop the vehicles from rolling forward, backwards when a park stop. Apart from that, a parking brake can act as a heel hold assist for uphill starts. Lastly, you can also use it as an emergency brake if the main brakes fail. So now for the seven parts. So as you can see, this is the speedometer. Speedometer or a speed meter, it is a gauge that shows the speed of a vehicle at any given time. Now standard on all cars, they first became available as option at the beginning of the 20th century and then became standard around 1910. Other vehicle speedometers have different names and use different ways to measure speed. This is a pit lag for a boat. There is a speed indicator for an airplane. And now this is the accelerator. It is also known as a gas pedal. It is the pedal located on the floor on the far right. This pedal controls the amount of gas being fed into the engine and thereby controls the speed of the vehicles. Foot brake sits in the middle between the clutch pedal on the left and the accelerator pedal on the right. It is the most powerful of the car's braking system and should be used anytime you want to bring your vehicles to a stop. It is used a lot more frequently than the handbrake. This one is the clutch. It is a device known as the clutch plays an important role in the transmission of power from the engine to the transmission. Through the clutch pedal, information from the driver is sent to the clutch system. It is a pedal on the driver's left foot that is located next to the brake pedal. When a driver presses down on the clutch pedal, it prevents the power from the engines from being transmitted to the transmission. Because of this, the driver is required to press down on the clutch pedal before shifting gears.
And now, the next is the side mirror.
These mirrors are mounted on the interior of the car, usually on both sides. They provide the driver with a view of area to the side and rear of the car. Side mirrors are essential for the changing lanes, merging into traffic and parking.
The next is the windscreen.
Front window is the windshield or widescreen. It lets you see out and protect you from the weather. Most modern windshields are made of the laminated surface glass, which is a type of treated glass that is usually made of two curved sheets of glass with a layer of plastic in between them for a
The
safety.
next one is the windscreen wipers.
Windshield wiper. Wipers are one of the most secure part of a car. Drivers use it to clear the windshield of raindrops, water, ice, snow, and dirt so they can see clearly. Almost all cars, sedans, coupes, convertibles, trucks, boats with cabins, trains, locomotives, and even some planes have window wipers. These features are required by law.
The next is the headlight.
Headlight. A headlight is a light on the front of the car that helps you see the road ahead. The big difference between daytime and nighttime traffic that has led to steady improvement in hand lamp.
So this is the tail light of motor vehicle. The tail lights are installed on the back of the car above the bumper. They are red and have white lights next to them that let you know when the car is in reverse. The red lights means you should stop the car as soon as it's safe. The white one is typically used as the brake light. The yellow one, something needs to be repaired or serviced soon and to operate with caution. Pipe. The tailpipe is the pipe that transports exhaust fumes from the muffler or catalytic converter to the vehicle's rear. Like a house's chimney, it's made to send exhaust away from the car and into the air. Exhaust pipes connect to the muffler and are often held in place by a bracket at the back of the car. Usually located before the rear axle and holds the gas that makes your car move. It's important to place it where they won't crumple in a crash. You might need to take it off for a number of reasons, but the most common is to replace the fuel pump. So this is the wheel of vehicle. There are 4 wheels of every car. Tires, which are black, are the parts of a car that touch the road. Automakers make them out of rubber, and they are filled with nitrogen or air.
This is the end of our video for the basic parts and function of the car. Thank you!
And God bless!
Uy, wala biyata kasabot sa uban ay.